We are headed down to Kentucky to do some riding at Rush ATV and Off-Road Park. It's a beautiful morning and we're headed down there and we're going to do a review of the park. We just pretty much signed our waiver and we're ready to go. Got a paper map and got a shirt and a sticker, and we're ready to go Rush off-road. We stayed at Crazy Lady Cabins and it's right outside the entrance. You can just drive in and out as needed, and there's a general store there for your parts and any supplies you need. The entrance, once you get your waiver signed and you go in there, you pretty much have access to the immediate camping area, and it is surrounded by hills and some of the trails that break off. You will be provided with paper maps, but you can also download these for online use. 2 separate areas, 3-pole and 4-mile, and you can read more about those online. Each of them are very well labeled, and the trails are all labeled color-coded. Now, we were pretty much riding with a group several days. Can-Am crew was nice enough to let us join along, and so they did a variety of beginner, blue, and difficult trails, and we'll have a full episode with all our fun that we had with them. If you do have any kind of vehicle, make sure that you do go on the appropriate trails. If it does say red or black or double black, please be prepared for the appropriate trail. They do mark these accurately on difficulty. We rode with a large group, and this time of year it's a lot of dust and it's a lot of brown leaves that have already fallen off the trees. So if you're not the lead vehicle and you don't have a particle separator, be sure to bring a dust mask or some kind of face covering so you're not breathing in all the dirt. We will put a link up. We had our S&B particle separator as well as our Bell helmet, and really they're inexpensive to keep all the dirt out of your lungs. We did experience some of Rankin Creek, and we will have more expanded version look of that for our other episode, which will be coming out soon with the ride along with the Can-Am crew. But if you do decide to do it, make sure you either have Rockzillas or a winch and a cable and a partner. Don't go alone. It was certainly a great experience, and we can't wait to share it with you. The park is large enough that you can spend 2 or 3 days there, and if you're into extreme hills and rock climbing, it is definitely the place. Also, what's wild is you can have night riding. So they do have separate hours for weekdays and weekends, and you can ride till midnight. Check the hours, we'll post those up here in the video, but it's just great. Many places don't let you ride at night. It's still just as dusty, and your obstacles will be less visible under leaves, snow, or whenever you may be out there, but certainly just a whole lot of fun. And don't forget to visit the playground. It is your one location where you can sit there and have lunch and watch everybody do the rock climbing if you have the right tires, or the right wheelbase, or the right horsepower, or all the above. The park has a great assortment, and you can certainly be entertained for days there. I would highly recommend that you download the maps to your appropriate tablet so you have them handy. Rush Off-Road is a great destination location. Not only you can bring your camper or your RV, and if you don't have that, you can bring a tent. If you don't have any of those, you can rent a cabin, and there's plenty of Airbnbs in the area. Now, some you may have to trailer to, but some are immediately or adjacent to the actual riding area. We highly recommend that you give it a shot and go there no matter what time of the year it is. We paid $45 for a week, and that is well worth it to me, $15 a day. And you can, I think you can buy $99 for the year. Here is just cabins, but up there is all camping. It's primitive, but it's a nice open area. They got porta potties there. We're going to try to interview the owners of the park as well. So the cabins are separate from the park, but I'm 400 feet away from the entrance. So you just ride up. Whereas other locations, you have to trailer in. From what I heard, there's a bunch of other cabins that surround the park or adjacent, but the sheriff cutting down on individuals riding on the blacktop with your side-by-side. So be aware that if you do stay here at Crazy Lady Cabins, they don't have a lot of cabins, and some of the Airbnbs, you want to make sure that you can ride to the trails or it's on trail. We'll put a link up and you can go on to Rush Off-Road. They have all the Airbnbs and the neighboring cabins listed, but just check distance. Look on Google Maps and make sure that you know, do you have to ride on the road or do you have to trailer in? And there's plenty of parking for trailering in. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be here a couple days with friends, if I had to commute 20 minutes to a hotel, which I originally was going to do because these were full, that would have been a big delay in my time every morning and every night. Here I can just take a ride up. I can come home to the cabin, base camp, take a shower, have something to eat, and then I can go back up and sit around the fire with the guys.
All primitive camping. You can bring a generator, and after midnight, everybody's supposed to be off the trails, and that way the neighbors don't get mad at us, because it's a courtesy thing, you know. So we do really have a lot of trails.
Okay. How does have you ever had any recoveries is there an outside company that offers recoveries if someone gets stuck in the woods, or do you offer that for a charge?
We do not offer a recovery. You're on your own, but we have several people that believe in we don't leave nobody behind.
Yep.
And we have a lot of locals that are really good people, and they will come in and help you get out.
Okay.
If worst case scenario, I have a wrecker service that will come in and get you.
Okay.
For a fee.
Yep. The camping area has porta potties as well as dumpsters for your trash, and it's very well laid out, and there's multiple levels to camp at, and it is included with your admission. If you're missing anything, go down and see Tony down at the general store at Crazy Lady Cabins for parts and food, ice, pizza, and more, and you can drive right there with your ride. Be careful on your way out and into the park. The last mile or two is a little tight for wider trailers, so just keep an eye out on that. Thanks to Evolution Power Sports, our sponsor in Reading, Pennsylvania, your one-stop shop for on-road and off-road quality pre-owned vehicles, parts, and more. Give them a call and let them know the Beaten Trail sent you. You can also get our merchandise online with a click of the button. We'd like to give big thanks to the Can-Am crew who let us ride along with their subscriber ride to film this episode. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you out there on the trail.